I have a question. Is there always turbulence going into China? Imagine a plane is flying, right? And there's a split in an area space. You either have to go up or you go down. So you hit a bump, and instead of the plane flying up on this side, it flies down here. And then it hits another bump, and instead of flying up here, it's flying down here. And all of a sudden, you went over the curvature of the Earth. See, there are many mathematical relationships in just normal math. Add, subtract, divide, multiply. Mirror and double the image. Again, it's another multiplication. Okay? Split apart, which is the same thing as dividing, whether you're dividing Pink Floyd, the triangle. And when you put a triangle, everybody knows a triangle must have four sides, in which one of the sides, okay, is three sides in one, coming in from the floor base or coming in through the point and out like a speaker, or one or many lights coming in from these two sides. You see, when you have light coming into these two sides, they're going to come into the third wall. So if one light comes in here, it's going to go to these two walls. But if you have a light coming in here and a light coming in here, if these two lights hit each other and point towards the third wall, then all of a sudden the reflection within that light will come out through the tunnel of the triangle. A triangle, in reality, now I don't know in your terms if it's what you want to call it, but I keep getting a point there. But a triangle is four sides, not two sides to a teepee, because once you have two sides, you have five sides. Because if you have a teepee, do I have a teepee here somewhere? Give me a couple of coffee coupons and here. We've got a teepee. So all of a sudden with this teepee, we have two sides and a front and a back and a bottom. That's five. But a three-sided pyramid, right? Pyramid, you know, the one that's, you know, that pyramid, right? Pyramid, right? Pyramid. And if I put these together here and I squish this one together here, right? We get the pyramid, right? We get the pyramid. And we cut them up to fit the whole thing. So we have three sides and we have the fourth side. So I'm going to take my camera down and I'm going to be building something in a minute. I'm going to show you what it is that I will be building. I'm going to be building what's on the screen, if I can get it on the screen and see my screen at the same time so I can see what I'm showing you. It's this over here. And that, and the only way to do it, okay, is to cut on an angle. And if I cut on an angle, okay, I got to be cutting through my squares, right? Do you see my squares? If I cut on an angle, I have to cut through these squares over here, right? See the way I cut my two sides? So automatically, with two sides, right, I have the, where can I do it? I have a whole, then I have two halves, and I have no choice. I have two halves, and then I have four. So first I have a half, and then I have four. But all I need to really start with at the beginning was just one line and two lines. I needed 1, 2, 3, 4 lines to box it in. So automatically I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can put all these meet together, taking up an area of space, creating a little bit more size, or it'll create this inside the center, but you can't see it because either they were beveled away and they look like this, number 5s at the end, 4 number 5s come together, like the V is a 5 Roman numeral equaling to 4 by 5 equals to 20. And the area space, okay, now if you want to open up the area space, I need to put a circle around it. I can leave it like this at the same thing, right? This will give it sturdiness. If I move this away, it has nothing I can connect the outside to or any sturdiness. if I take this away. So I have half, or I have 21 or 12/21. I have a quarter, or I have 14/41. This over here equals to 741. Did I get that right? 720 minutes, 741 minutes, and we know where 741 stands for. That stands for, on the left side, 7 by 428, the cycle, Einstein, Neptune, 1776. 1 times 2 and 1 plus 2 will create BC. 41 is already AD, that was created before BC, and 4 is when we create this X. See, we get half, and then from half we create quarters. We don't create quarters from half unless we're putting in the spearmint stick, which automatically takes up 1/4. We put in 2 spearmint sticks. When we open them, we end up with here and here is empty and open space, using it as the division side if you feel like, but I haven't come up with the equation for something I haven't created yet. Over here, you would get 1 times 2. Here, you get 1 times 4. This is the foxhole in the sun, and I'm always going to use the same thing. Inside of this, we create 20 in the multiplication, but we're not going to take it on. Eventually, it creates 4 by 5, 4 plus 5, 20 plus 20 plus 9 or minus 9 equals to 29 or 11K. 11, 11. 29 is also noted as 11. 2 and 9 equals to 11. So lo and behold, we have another 11. 83 is also 11. 74, 65 is also 11. There's many 11s for many different reasons. But anyways, so inside of this we create 9, and we total it out to the R. In this one over here, we have AD, BC, and AD. In this one, 2 and 3 equals E and V. In this one here, it equals D and E, like almost a dire straight. And what this actually says is revere. You can redirection. You can use even. You can use rev, which is the dream. You can use revive, and at the same time, it means also veneer or a lacquer or things to come. So this is what I'm going to be doing right over here right now. Did I start this video? Do I have it going? Yes, I do. It's 7 minutes. Just give me a second. For those who make it to the end, I just want to show one little thing off that I did. We have the stop sign effect over here, right? And in the stop sign, we have the 8 corners. And all the corners are locked in. One to here is 1 to 2 to 3. Notice the way I only go 1 block here and 2 blocks here, 1 block here, 2 blocks here. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I stop on 7. But there's 8 because this is the door that's opening and closing. So we have 7 that are closed, and the door is the 8th one into the eye, into the center, whatever that means. So once you have something coming in, right? Once you have something coming in, this is the door. I'm just trying to think this, because it's the door, I need all of this area open. When I have all that area open, I've got to see, and it's an obligation to keep it open because I need the door. So this is the design it will create, and I really don't know what that is. I can see an E here and another E here. Don't be jaywalking, eh? Don't be jaywalking. So anyways, whatever it is, and I can see angle. Can you see angle the way it's sitting down this way? Not really sure what it's supposed to mean. So this is that design that I had just showed you over here. See that over there, right? It's the same thing that I am doing over here. And I may as well finish it, but I'm going to put it into the next video because 99% of the people do not get to this area. So if you've already seen this video in a shorter video, you don't have to come back. So what this actually is this design over here opened up to 16 and 12. And the reason I open it to 16 and 12 is because the 1 and 4, one area of 4 by 4, 4 to the power of 4. Remember, we didn't talk power yet. Power. Power. 31, 41, 51, 54, 59, 69. Oh, Christ. Tell me I made a mistake. 23, 46, and 15 is 51, 61, 67, 18, 23, 46, 56, 61, 71, 77. Power in Christ, the same freaking word. Add 9, divide 53, electric company, foxhole in the sun, down on the farm, multiplication, pi, and phi. You ever think of this? Balance. Science, sci, lab, born in a manger. The word means barn. Lab, science, born in a salle. IMOJI, which means in the kitchen, where all the knives are. So he was born in a science lab. Labrador, Newfoundland, sorry about that. Labrador, Newfoundland, somewhere where it's cold, somewhere up north. Let's bring the story of Santa Claus and why all our vibrations come in the way they do. So I'm just going to pattern this out, right? Which shows you that this piece over here is all the way, see this piece over here comes to number 7. Now in order to complete this piece over here, okay, this 7 now has to ride all the way, and not even onto this page where I can reconnect it, because I must connect this right after. You see this is number 5. This is number 5 over here. I'm going to do a video and finish this off. And you know when you flip this upside down, sort of looks like the the R letter over here, or an ace tower. See the way it's 1, 1, 1? 1 and 1 automatically create an empty space, 1 over here. The last thing I should just cut this part out of the tape, and because I haven't said much, but I'm just going to leave it and just hope you've stopped by now. I just want to show you that all these are full squares. All full squares will get a value of actually 4. All half squares should get a value of 2, and all quarter squares or half square, quarter squares, we should get full gets 4, half gets 2, quarter gets 1, right? Because when you cut a square into 4 quarters, you get 4 pieces. But we don't have any quarters in here right now. So we show you that one area, in order to create in a boxed world, in a perfect boxed world, you need to use up 2 areas, using up 1 whole square to actually make that triangle. But we're not going to stick and stay into this right now. Thank you for watching this video. I'll come back with a more exact video when you're all refreshed. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I have 3 more videos. One is on the name of spelling of the word God. One is on prime numbers, and one on this one I'm showing you right now. I hope I can catch up. Thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend.